All right, so for my third reflection, I'd like to share some thoughts on the tenure process. So this is kind of how I think about my work. It's kind of like this big ball. And most of this ball is this like red color. And that's sort of the parts of my work that are like hard and challenging and difficult. This is like the long hours, the blood, sweat, and tears, the late nights, the lack of sleep, the deadlines, the research ideas that don't work, the proposals that get rejected, the things I try in the classroom that just totally flop. So like most of the stuff that I do with my work, it's kind of this red stuff. And then every once in a while, something will work, right? I'll have a research idea that works, or an exercise that I try in class that just goes exactly as I had hoped, or a proposal gets accepted. And so what happens, and those parts are the small little green dots that you see sort of scattered throughout. And so what happens is when I go up for tenure, I basically collect all these like small little green balls and I put them into like, one little place together. And then I give it to the reappointment, promotion, and tenure committee. And sort of that's what they see. So that green oval is sort of like my tenure packet. And so they look at my materials and they say, oh, this person is organized and, is polished and has a clear sense of direction. And then they sort of make their decision. Now, I want to contrast this to what my family sees, right? So like, this is what my wife gets to look forward to every morning. And I like to point out that my family, they don't even see the whole package. You'll notice they don't even see the green dots. Like they don't see the polished lecture that I practiced, or they don't see the research proposal or the conference presentation that I give. They don't see any of the green stuff. So they basically get like the complement of what the RPT committee gets. So they like literally get the anti-tenure packet. And so my reflection is that when it comes to work, RPT sees the best and my family sees the worst. And so, of course, I'm very grateful for tenure, but I think having gone through the process, the thing that I am most grateful for are the relationships in my life, my family and my friends, where I am just accepted and loved unconditionally, sort of regardless of how many of my papers get accepted or how good my teaching evaluations are. And so I'm really grateful for my parents, for my mom and dad, who have supported me my whole life and who have sacrificed so much for me to be able to get a good education. For my brother and sister-in-law, who have just been with me through all the ups and downs of the past many years. For my parents-in-law, who have helped us so much with childcare as we've sort of figured out how to take care of two young kids, and especially my family, right? My two kids, Emma and Titus, and especially my wife, Eris. Eris has just been a great mom, a wonderful wife, a talented artist. She's the person who brings all the color and variety in my life. And sometimes it's a really good thing to be stuck with someone forever. And so, Eris, I just want to say that I feel really lucky that I get to be stuck to you forever.